I've been working for Westborough TV throughout my whole high school experience. I've always been interested in journalism and that sort of publication, and I've taken journalism classes throughout Westborough High School, and I was the senior executive producer of the Lobby Observer, which is the school paper, which the senior executive producer is more focused on broadcast, and my experience as an employee at Westborough TV really helped me take on that role. Through Westborough TV, I have filmed various sporting events, school plays, town events, and also I've dabbled in editing the videos a little bit, which is fun because I get to learn the software that is required. I've had such a great experience, and I've met so many interesting people and seen so many interesting things. One of my favorite memories filming for Westborough TV was when I was filming one of the varsity boys basketball games. After the game, they had just won and the captains were super excited, and I was a little sophomore, so I was a little bit nervous, but I took my camera on my shoulder and walked over to them, and I was like, hey, can I get an interview please for Westborough TV? And they're like, oh, you work for Westborough TV? I was like, yeah, I do. And so I pulled out the camera, I started recording them, and it was really cool because they were so excited to be like engaging with the community, and it was so entertaining for them to see like themselves on Westborough TV, like on the TV, like their grandparents got to see them like play the basketball game and also be interviewed after. It was just such a cool connection for them, and I think that it was really something they'll remember and something that I'll remember too, because it was so fun just interacting with them.
I'm Art Bergeron, and I am an elder law attorney at a firm called Myrick O'Connell, which is actually the largest Massachusetts law firm outside of Boston. I think the importance of the local cable, therefore, for my folks, for older folks, is and is going to be increasingly the only way that seniors are going to be able to have access to and know what's going on in their own community. I think that Westborough Cable's been really adapting to that new reality. I know that, among other things, we've actually done Frank and Mary on the Road shows, where we've brought seniors to see the new bus that's going around town that can help them get from here to there, or the new assisted living, or the new senior project that is being developed in the community. And we've gotten them the chance to see a lot of people close up that they'd never otherwise see. I think Westborough TV's impact is especially great on the senior community, where they can really see the pros and cons of things that really affect their lives.
Hi, I'm Wendy Mikkel. I'm the town clerk in Westborough. Westborough TV has been very helpful in getting out the word for elections in 2020. The changes that were going on with COVID were really like weekly, monthly. We were constantly having to change and do different things. So having Westborough TV available to help us get the word out to people what they needed to do was great, and we appreciated it. I think Westborough TV has been very helpful in educating the community as to what is going on in town. I think the elderly especially enjoy it because they are maybe not as connected with all of the new technology. And so to turn on the TV and see faces of people you know and hear what is going on or see what's going on is very helpful. And I appreciated that a lot. And I think the people that were listening on the other end appreciated it.
I am Kara Presley. I am the director of Westborough Youth and Family Services, which is a town department that provides counseling and resource and referral services for free to Westborough residents, and does a lot of community education about promoting the behavioral health and wellness for the community. I am also the chairperson of the town's Diversity and Inclusion Committee, and I have had interactions with Westborough TV in both of those capacities. Westborough TV has filmed and broadcast the Diversity and Inclusion Committee meetings for the past year through the whole pandemic, and now even that we're meeting in person. I know that thanks to Westborough TV, we've actually been able to get the community engaged in those meetings in particular. And in my capacity with Youth and Family Services, we do a lot of public programming and education, and in that there have been a few programs that we've had at Westborough TV broadcast as well. Most recently, we did a fully virtual program featuring 3 panelists who were Westborough residents talking about their experiences with mental health. The organizers for the event received so many emails from random residents saying that they saw the broadcast and how moved they were by the experience, and that lets me know that thanks to Westborough TV, we really have a widespread audience that we weren't able to reach when we were only doing programming in person. So I'm very thankful for that. I had one experience working with Westborough TV that I want to highlight, which is that at Thanksgiving time last year, we have typically done some in-person activities to celebrate Thanksgiving. And this year, one of my colleagues had the brilliant idea of putting together a video of thanks and gratitude for the community. And in our work with Westborough TV, we were able to put together a montage of video and written messages and photographs, really highlighting a lot of community groups and thanking the community for pulling together and kind of helping each other through the past year and all the difficulty. And the finished product was just awesome. And that is one of the highlights of my experience with Westborough TV.
Hi, my name is Erin Laprad. I'm the Borough Program Coordinator. I am responsible for making sure that operations run smoothly between the classroom side of the Borough program and the Sugar Shack side. And everything is integrated, and as our students work in the store, they are fulfilling all the goals in their IEPs and their transition plans. The impact that Westborough TV has had on the Borough program, especially this last year, has been that it's really allowed us to, helped us remain connected to the community as our students have been here and the store has been open but not open to the public. Westborough TV has let us inform the public of the good work that's going on here that our program staff on the classroom side and our store staff have been doing to support the students of the Borough program. Our experience working with Westborough TV has been fantastic. They're always so responsive if we reach out and say, hey, we've got this going on, that going on, can you send someone to film it for us? They're right there. In fact, this past holiday season, we wanted to find some way to do our gingerbread event that we had started the year before that was live and in person pre-COVID, where Amber Bach, superintendent, came and was decorating gingerbread houses with the members of the community and kids. And it was such a fun event, and we thought, well, we're not open, we can't do that. So we called Westborough TV, and they came and figured out a way to shoot the whole thing and live stream it, and it became a really, really popular event that was interactive with folks online. Everyone loved it, and we're trying to figure out now a way this year to do maybe both at the same time and do live and in person and live streamed. And on the classroom side, Westborough TV has been great with providing opportunity to our students who have an interest in media and video to go and have a really immersive job experience, work experience over with them. So we're so appreciative of that. Westborough TV is so important for this community, I think, because it cares so much about the community. We say all the time that they don't just show up to document something. They show up to an event and they really care about what the event is and what message they're trying to deliver. And then they film it in a way that really gets that across. And they're just wonderful to deal with, and they have their finger on the pulse of the community and really care about what's going on here and care about making sure that everyone knows what's going on here.
Hi, I'm Dave Kaiser, president of the Rotary Club of Westborough. The Rotary Club has been here in Westborough since 1969, and we're part of the world's oldest and largest volunteer service organization. The Rotary Club of Westborough has partnered with Westborough TV for many years on PSAs as well as after-event summaries that Westborough TV has put together for Rotary. And I would say that our experience has been great. The professionalism and the quality of the production outcome has been phenomenal. The staff and the leadership of Westborough TV have been so responsive. Anytime that we've come to them and told them of an event or a situation that we need to bring to the attention of the community, Westborough TV has been there, ready, willing, and able to help us to figure out the best way to get the communication out. They've never turned us down, and it's been really a great partnership and relationship that we've had. As far as the impact on Rotary, we do a lot of fundraising here in the Westborough community, because in order to do the 100% volunteerism that we do, we need to sometimes raise funds to be able to do those things to help the community. And Westborough TV has always been there to help us to get that message out as to important projects and various services that we're doing here within the town, so that people are aware and people then know how to donate and how to support us and sponsor some of the activities that we are doing to help lift the community as high as we can get it to be lifted. And Westborough TV, once again, has been very responsive. They've really provided a lot of insight and a lot of information to us on how best to get the message out. And whether you're watching on regular television or a mobile device, or even just through email, Westborough TV does a great job of getting these video clips out to the community, so that regardless of how you're getting the information, you're able to find out what's going on within the community of Westborough, what's really important, and able to get involved in so many different ways.
Hi, I'm Linda Townsend, the owner of Release Wellbeing Center. Westborough TV had a significant impact on the Release community. During the pandemic, they did a great Shop Local series where they featured local businesses and talked about what each business offered to the community. And it not only did a great service for the businesses that were chosen, but also for the community at large, because it helped. All of us wanted to support local businesses that were struggling, and it gave us the opportunity to learn more about what was out there and what organizations did, so that we could indeed shop local. And then they aired these pieces at key retail times like the holidays and Valentine's Day, and Release was really fortunate to be chosen as one of the businesses highlighted. Release also worked with Westborough TV to do a professionally produced video that walked through all of our very detailed COVID procedures. And my intention for that was I really wanted the community to be able to make an informed decision about whether they were comfortable visiting Release during the pandemic. And Westborough TV did a beautiful job really showing what we were doing to protect people here and make safety a top priority. I feel like Westborough TV is everywhere, covering everything. Events, meetings, sports, and that's always important so that we kind of can see what's going on in the community and stay informed and connected. But during the pandemic, it was especially important because it was such an isolating time, and they I don't know, I mean, they have a small team, but it seems like they must have a huge team, because they literally were everywhere covering everything and allowed me to stay informed, engaged, and connected.
Hi, my name is Roger Anderson. I'm the Director of Wellness for the Westborough Public Schools. I'm really pleased to be here today, and the difference that Westborough TV has made to our department, the Wellness Department here at Westborough Public Schools, is that they have been a partner in a number of our events. We've had events around substance abuse, we've had events around mental health, and they've done a great job of providing access to a much broader audience than we normally would have. Normally it would be the people that we can bring into the building, but we know partnering with Westborough TV that we're reaching a much greater audience in our community and actually all across the country and the world. So we're really pleased, and in the pandemic particularly, boy did they help out, because we couldn't get together, and they made a big difference in allowing people to see the great work that we were doing. So when we work with Westborough TV, I think probably the best word that I could use is seamless. They are so helpful and so positive, and the answer is yes to almost anything we ask. It's been really great. And when we have ideas, they sit down and work with us and help us to find the best way to deliver the content we have to the audience that's out there. So Westborough TV has been a tremendous partner, and we're really lucky to have them. So if I was to describe the impact that Westborough TV has had on our community, I would say it even goes beyond our community. It allows us to have programming that reaches people in their home. It allows us to have programming that reaches people of all different age groups. We know not everybody can get into our schools and access what we're doing, and we think it strengthens our community when everybody knows what's going on in the schools, so that they can be another layer of support at home for the messaging we're trying to send. But I would also say that Westborough TV has really impacted and educated people not not just in our community, but all over the United States and all over the world. And we know this because we hear from them. We had our volleyball team, games were broadcast all over the United States, and people in 22 different states and 3 countries watched those. So that's just one example of the way that Westborough TV has brought what's going on in the Westborough schools out all over the world.
Hi everyone, Joanna DiCarlo, the Director of Athletics for the Westborough Public Schools. And it's an honor for me to be able to talk to you a little bit about Westborough TV and what they've done with our athletics department, not just this year in COVID, which certainly has upped their game, but definitely in years past, the services that they've been providing and the opportunities for our student athletes have been tremendous. In this town, athletics is something that is vital to the community. And with the help of Westborough TV, we're able to get our games out, some stories out to our community members. I love watching our student athletes working with not just the Westborough TV behind the scenes, but to see them in front of the cameras, having to give interviews like this and learn some lifelong lessons about what it's like to be a member of our community and to be trying to get our stories out to everyone. So, we've loved having them cover our games. This year, especially in COVID, I know everyone enjoyed having the live stream options for our games when we weren't allowed to have spectators. We got notifications from people all over the world about how much they were enjoying being able to watch their grandkids or their long lost cousins or things like that during some of our games this year. So that was really, really an exciting time for us. All the members of the Westborough TV community and family that I've worked with have been fantastic. Karen Henderson and Aiden and Jeff here, just the support that they constantly give our kids and the willingness that they have in the organization to always come out and take care of us is something that I truly appreciate. So to everyone out there, thank you for all of your work with Westborough TV, and we really appreciate everything you've done for the student athletes at Westborough High School.
Hi, my name is Steve Masurelli, and I work for the Westborough Public Schools. I've just finished my 31st year, and in those 31 years, I've had a fantastic experience with Westborough TV and everything that they've been a part of. They've been ingrained in this community, and they've been so helpful in allowing us to accomplish the many great things that we do in the Westborough Public Schools. We have a tremendous partnership. One of the first things that comes to mind in my role working in IT here in the schools is the relationship that Westborough TV has fostered for our students in our journalism program in the Lobby Observer. I've seen students that have gone on to do great things in the area of journalism and media, in broadcast production, and I think in large measure that Westborough TV has had a huge responsibility and partnership in accomplishing those goals. So I think for our students to be able to, number one, visit the studio downtown because of our close proximity to Westborough TV, and having the students in that type of an atmosphere has just been fabulous. And we really want to thank Westborough TV for allowing our students to be a part of all the successful things that they do and supplementing what the kids at the Lobby Observer do. In addition to that, for me personally, we do a lot of big events that some people are limited to as far as access. We've gone through a year with COVID, but even prior to COVID, when we do events like baccalaureate with limited seating, graduation, all of our athletic events throughout the district, whether it's dance days or anything like that, Westborough TV has been there and is able to share those moments in our curriculum or special events across our district with the greater community. And parents that can't attend with with folks having really busy and hectic lives, being able to follow up on those events for parents and students themselves who are unable to attend has just been tremendous. I could go on and on about sort of the things that are not related to the things that you would see on TV and how supportive Westborough TV has been, whether it's town meeting, as I mentioned, baccalaureate, our sporting events that are live streamed, the lending of equipment. If I need something, if they need something from me, I feel like that's an easy ask for anyone in the Westborough Public Schools to reach out. I've never been met with a no. They've always been willing to accommodate, to rearrange schedules and so forth. And for that, I am tremendously grateful for all the hard work and efforts. Even the staff that's been there, the student interns that they've had, from top to bottom, it's run really, really well. It's a great organization. And again, I can't say enough good things about Westborough TV. And I hope that's really evident in all the things that you're hearing.
Hello, everybody. My name's Laurie. I'm your police chief. It's been an honor for the past 3.5 years to hold this rank, working with some of the finest men and women in the Commonwealth. And things are going really well, and I hope the same for you as we are coming out of this pandemic. I'm actually finishing up an event right now today at the Senior Center, where we put on an event, Breakfast with the Chief, and this show is then rebroadcast over cable and social media. And I'm very appreciative to that. So it's not just the Senior Center that's getting our message. We put on different programs to educate the Senior Center, but also the community at large. Westborough TV does a phenomenal job covering all meetings and different events involving not just the police department, but the town. And I can't thank them enough. I really can't. So on behalf of the police department, thank you, Westborough TV, and we look forward to future collaborations for many years to come. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Karen McKenzie, and I'm host of Seniors on the Move. And I think here at Westborough TV, I've probably taped about 160 shows. I started in 2004. I felt we needed more information for our seniors, and I try to keep them posted on the latest research, what kind of programs are available to them. There are many people that are stuck at home, and they're low income, and they really don't know what to do with themselves. So I have the latest research. And exercise. We talk about exercise, mostly health, but we have some fun too. One time we had dogs on the show, and they were supposed to do tricks, and they just lay there and stared at us. So that one didn't work out too well. But I've had such support from Westborough TV right from the beginning. I walked in and I said, I'd like to do a show for seniors. And I thought they might say, well, we have 3 or 4 of those already. And I don't think they did, so I thought I would start. But it's such a pleasure to come in and tape my shows. I've been very lucky to have some really good people, experts on aging, and the information that's given to people helps them to make better decisions about their health, so people don't feel so alone. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I hope you'll watch me. I'm going to start doing that again in September, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Amber Bach. I'm the superintendent of schools in Westborough. I both live and work in this community, and for me, Westborough TV is an anchor of our capacity to meet our mission. I can't tell you how often my day is captured in the need to reach out to Westborough TV and ask for help and support so that we can communicate our mission. Westborough TV brings hundreds of our events into the homes of families, our senior citizens, and those alumni of Westborough who still want to remain connected to all of the things that we're doing. I also want to really highlight the fact that they create the opportunities for us to educate the next generation of communication and technology people on the field, on the ground, committed to the fact that news is essential to keeping a community connected. We also know that one of our favorite pieces, of course, is the humor and the sense of giving the community the flavor of our students. My favorite being the live basketball commentary that's done between the Westborough High School basketball players who do the live commentary on their friends that are playing in the rec league. I can't tell you how many grown adults tune in to hear our seniors and our juniors on the basketball team talking about their friends, and it's a real hot topic. I also know that for me, the Westborough TV is an organization that provides support during times of stress. During COVID, I was so fortunate to have the leadership and insight from Karen Henderson, who's a director at Westborough TV, who provided an interview context of Ask the Superintendent and framed the questions coming in and helped us manage the anxiety, the fear, and the concerns that people had about how we would return and manage safety in school. Having Karen there to ask me questions in an environment that provided clear, thoughtful, and true information really represents the best of news coverage. I think for me, a community is only a community when it's grounded in its local news. And in order for Westborough to be this beautifully well-knit community of our seniors and all of our members and our young people, Westborough TV is that bridge for us. So I feel very, very fortunate. We wouldn't be Westborough if we didn't have Westborough TV.
As an instructor at a local high school,
in the Westborough community. It's a technical school, and I'll tell you, Westborough TV has been a phenomenal resource for allowing our students to come in to their studios here at Westborough TV and produce programming. We have access to the control room, to the studios, and more importantly, to the staff. It's a well-trained staff that knows media, and they've been great working with our kids and showing our kids, community projects and giving our kids the opportunity to get outside of the classroom and outside of the four walls and the curriculum that we teach there and get out into the community. Westborough TV is a phenomenal resource that I absolutely have treasured over the years. We've been working with Westborough TV for a decade and a half, and it has just been one of the greatest experiences. They've been one of the most fantastic community partners that we could have. And many of the students have gone on because of their relationship with Westborough TV and have obtained jobs in the field. I mean, that's how great the experience has been. Now, also beyond the classroom, I have about 24 students each year, and all of them get to experience Westborough TV and come in and see what it's like to be in a studio and in a control room and to work with the community and nonprofits and put things together that involve clients, which is really, really important to the kids because they have that interactivity with people and see what clients really need. And again, going beyond the curriculum of what I teach in the classroom has been so important. I really, really appreciate Westborough TV for that. But also, Westborough TV has gone above and beyond, and they've hired about 2 students per year to get the experience of a co-op. And this is a paid position. And students, instead of coming to see me at our school, will come to Westborough TV and work on media-related projects. This is phenomenal. These kids, these seniors, sometimes late juniors, but mainly seniors, are getting real-life experience thanks to Westborough TV. And then they're also learning the value of $1 as well, and that's a fantastic lesson as well. But again, the most important lesson is because of Westborough TV and what Westborough TV does, they're working with professionals at Westborough TV, but they're meeting the people of the community and nonprofits and getting a chance to really see what it's like to put together projects. And just today, I found out one of the former students that's working with Westborough TV won an award, a national award for excellence in production and the story that they were telling. So these are all phenomenal things that Westborough TV has always helped with, even also down to if I have a question, hey, what's going on? What's new out there? What piece of equipment are you looking at or thinking about getting? And I can pick up that phone or a text and communicate with Westborough TV and find out what's out there. And they're always there. They're always helping me with technical aspects and what's out there and what they're using. And that's a great resource to me as a teacher as well.
I'm Chris Payant, the Director of Public Works here in the town of Westborough. The DPW takes care of all of our infrastructure around town. And we work closely with Westborough TV and have so for the past couple of years. They've helped us really to spread information around to key constituents around the town and help educate residents on some of the activities we're doing around the town. So we totally appreciate the opportunity they provide to really share information in a way that's convenient and easy to residents. So it's an easy, YouTube click or whatever the case may be. It's posted, across multiple social media platforms that allow easy access. Can instantly go to their webpage and find out about what's going on around town, regardless of Public Works or anything else. And so we're super fortunate to have them as part of the team here and look forward to work with them in the future.
Hi, my name is Ed Bain, and I'm a parishioner here at St. Luke the Evangelist Church in Westborough, Massachusetts. I'm also a member of the communications team here at St. Luke's, and in particular today I'd like to tell you a little bit about Westborough TV and how we've been able to use Westborough TV to broadcast some of our services, particularly during the pandemic. We have about 1,800 families within the parish. It's a fairly large parish, one of the largest in the Diocese of Worcester. The big benefit of using Westborough TV has been just almost everybody in town, I believe, uses either Charter or Fios. And just by turning on their TV, they're able to watch a Mass every Sunday at 9 a.m. And it's a Mass from their home parish with the priest they know, and they see people they know. And this is particularly important with the elderly during the pandemic when, they really shouldn't be coming to Mass, and even other families. So they were able to just easily turn on the TV, in their family room, in their living room, gather around as a family, just as if they were coming to church, listen to our pastor, listen to his homily, listen to the readings here at Mass, and it was just wonderful. And we got such tremendous feedback from particularly the senior population, how much they appreciated that. Because it gave them a sense of comfort during this time when they were locked in. They couldn't see family, they couldn't see grandchildren. You know, they were looking for some connection to something they knew. And through Westborough TV, we were able to deliver that connection, if you will, by broadcasting the Mass every Sunday. That was just a way to keep them connected. I want to just say thank you to Westborough TV. They've been wonderful to work with. I cannot say how much I appreciate working with Karen Henderson, who's the director, Aidan Horgan, who's sort of our go-to person who helps us schedule and broadcast and troubleshoot when we do need to. That, and as well as Jeff Poole, who's just a tremendous resource, at Westborough TV. So, and everybody, the entire board that oversees the operation.
Hi, this is Paul McGrath from On the Sidelines, the cable TV show here in Westborough that talks about sports and how sports interacts with your lives. But today, I'm not on the sidelines. I'm going to be inside the sidelines talking about cable TV right here in Westborough and in other towns and communities that have local access channels. Local access channels really comes under the acronym of PEG. PEG is P-E-G, Public Educational Government, the public. Well, that's me. How did someone like me get on public access? Well, that's what it's for. It's for the local folks. It started with a fellow by the name of the Reverend Bob Brown. Bob Brown had a show here talking to the old townies. What was Westborough like? Well, that was a great show. Not only did you talk about it, but you had the townies there. You had the Charlotte Spinneys. You had the Doc Hennessy's. That gave me the idea of having the sports show. Let's tie sports into the local community. And I was able, and I am able, to do what I can to have local sports celebrities. How is sports tied to the community, to your life? What did it mean? Before you were in sports, after you were in sports, maybe during sports. And is it a legacy? My first guest was George Summers. We taped in July. And he gave kind of a discourse, or let it out of the bag, that in that coming February, he was going to be elected into the Wall of Fame in Daytona, Florida. He was a race car driver. Let's go to educational. What do we have on educational? Well, again, let's go back to the pandemic. Sports. Couldn't go to the sports. Your child, your grandchild, whatever, final baseball game, final soccer game, couldn't go. But local access cable televised and broadcast and recorded every game. They got out there, they were doing extra work. Not only that, there was a collaboration with the other local cable access stations in the area to make sure that when Westborough was on the road, that game was televised or broadcast back to the local community here. It was local cable access that gave everyone the opportunity to see what was happening in the schools, for the students, for everyone involved. Again, local cable access. Tremendous opportunity for everyone to see what was going on. It was a difficult time, the pandemic. You couldn't go to the games. You couldn't do what we normally did. Westborough Cable helped get us through that. And let's go to the last one here. Your government station. So those meetings were all broadcast. They were all Zoomed. And our community access staff, they were working overtime. They did a lot extra because of the pandemic, but because of the local access, the government meetings, etc., were able to be shown. And that's part of the G. That's part of the last leg, PEG. That's the government part of local cable access. So from On the Sidelines, this is Paul McGrath saying, thanks for watching, but more importantly, thanks for watching Westborough Cable Access. It is your local conduit to see what is happening in the community and what is happening. I give a big thank you to not only Westborough Cable, but to all the local cable access communities, stations here in Massachusetts and wherever else they may be. This is Paul McGrath from On the Sidelines saying, hope to see you at the game, and if you're not in the game, I hope to see you on the sidelines. And this time I'll add, or on Westborough Cable. Thank you.